It is real good about, when you have a bone that's broken, whatever, you want it to heal.
So it's like a knit, K-N-I-T-B-O-N-E.
That's it, knit bone. So it tells you everything about it, but it has so many other uses. It's used for pain, for arthritis, joint pain, that kind of thing. But I can tell you for myself, if I'm feeling really, really tight, which is probably about everything, and after a long day of work or whatever, I just take just a little and I just rub it on my shoulder. And you'll find yourself being relaxed. It will definitely relax those muscles and just, it is just wonderful. One of the things Joe took at our last one, his hand was just on high scale, peeling, just like this. And he took some of this, put it on his hand, and just instantly his hands were smooth. And now he rides around with some in his car, because he's always in and out. I mean, he's an Uber driver, so he's always in and out and washing his hands. And it just really, really helps. And the water is always hard wherever you go. So this is the end product, and I'm going to tell you about this product that we made and what's in this, okay? There are only 3 ingredients. 3 ingredients. Now let me do this.
Hand to the back though?
Yes, but there shouldn't be but 2 pages.
I'll put them together.
Okay, you know what? Someone did mix that up.
That's right.
2 pages,
Here's
this and this. That's a set. This is a set. 2 pages, this is a set.
How about we just pass them down?
And I want you to have this too. This is what you have Comfrey Salve in your bag. Just get one and pass it around. You have Comfrey Salve in your bag, and the one that says herbal ointment on the top of it, that's what's all in that Comfrey Salve. And you're finding it to be very, very powerful. So everybody,
Playing the old school game where you just keep passing it.
just keep passing.
Everybody has it.
That is so true. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Yeah, 2 pages. You're going to also find some recipes on Okay. Like I said, for Comfrey Salve, there aren't but 3 ingredients that you need. You need the comfrey. This is the comfrey that is ground up. And all I did was use a coffee grinder. I ground it up. I don't care if it's a dried leaf or if it's a root. You have to grind it into a powder. Okay? So here's the powder. This is the end result. I put 1 ounce. Where's my ounce? You know those little medicine things? I took this. I put 1 ounce of comfrey in this cup. So this is what it is. It's easy to obtain. We have a shop right here in Fairview Heights, and it's Jacob's Herb Shop. And just go. You don't need but an ounce or 2.
You can't order it off of Amazon or
You can order it off of Amazon. It's easy, right there. You can order the leaf or you can order the root. The root is just more powerful.
Okay.
And the reason the root is more powerful is that it has a top root on it. And it goes as far down as 10 feet because it just sucks up all the nutrients all around. They say it's good for your garden. You know, like the leaf, they say don't throw anything away. Just take the leaf, put it in your garden, and it feeds the garden and makes it beautiful. They said, but so don't worry about that. It's a pretty plant, and it has a bell-shaped flower on it. But they said, you be careful if you're gonna go and get it in the wild. You just know what you need to, what you're getting. The thing is that everything that I'm talking about, you have it in your package, and you have the website to go to take a look at it. And so that's the neat part. You have the website, go take a look at it. See anything else about this? No. You can order off of Amazon. You can order the powder. You can order the leaf, or you can order the root. They don't care. Any way you want to do it, they'll send it to you. So that's that. So the comfrey, 1 ounce. When you put the 1 ounce in your cup, you fill your cup up with olive oil. Just take it and fill it up to the 1 cup level. You put in 1 ounce of beeswax. Get that off of Amazon. Everything I'm saying can come off of Amazon. Put it in a double boiler. Inside this, just put it in there so the water is just touching it, Let it boil and let it cook, stir it, just constantly stir it until the beeswax is melted. So it takes about 20 or 30 minutes, and you just think this beeswax is never going to melt, but it will melt, trust me, because the temperature inside here has to get hot. So you put it in, and you just keep stirring, and then your beeswax will melt. That's it.
What about the yarrow that you have up there?
We're gonna get to the yarrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is what it comes out. Now, in order to make this stronger, because yarrow is nothing but arnica. How many of you know what arnica is? What is arnica?
Arnica is an anti-inflammatory that they use on joints.
Right, and it's also a painkiller too. It's an anti-inflammatory painkiller.
They use on muscles too. Muscles and joints.
You're using it exactly. So, in order to make this stronger, I added arnica in it. So we have the arnica, which is powerful pain reliever and inflammation fighter, and your comfrey. So that's what I chose to put inside the ones that you're going to get today. And arnica is in here. You see those little things that look like little. Yeah, see? That's the arnica that's in it. That's on top. That's floating on top.
Wow.
That's arnica. So 1 ounce, 1 ounce, 1 ounce. Fill it to the top with olive oil, and you will get 3 of these. This can make 3 tins, and that's plenty to last you a long, long time.
How do you get it into the solid state? You pour it into the can?
Yeah, that's what the beeswax does. That's the only purpose of the beeswax, is to make it solid. And so I made some today. I don't know, maybe some. Okay, this is what I made today. I didn't mean to put the top on it. But anyway, this is what I just made up. And yeah, I think someone took that. Yeah, I mean, that one is gone. Because it would look like this. And you know the reason for the lighter color and the darker color? Same formula. Exact same formula. I use different olive oil.
Oh, okay.
And I try to find the darkest olive oil that I can, because, and this is the darker one. This is this. The darker the olive oil, the purer it is. because the lighter olive oil can sometimes have canola in it.
Wow.
You know, yes, it's a
I didn't know
difference.
that.
It's a difference, and you don't want that. You don't want that. So just be careful. I didn't know that until I started researching this stuff. Now, may I suggest to you, but because we were having such a big group, like the last time we had a big group, this time we had a fairly big group. If I would do it again for myself, I would use coconut oil. It doesn't matter what kind of oil you use, as long as, and some people use canola oil, as long as you have a carrier oil. And this is what this is for. It's just a carrier oil. So I would use coconut oil personally because it's so expensive. But if you're going to just do it for yourself, cold pressed, 100% organic, I would buy me a little tiny jar and make me some. So that's just a tip just for me. Now, let me tell you about this oil that you're going to get. Now, did you get this? It was nothing difficult about it, was it? No. Okay.
You
All
just
right.
put the container into the double.
Yeah, always use glass though. Don't ever use anything but glass. And if you see I have nothing metal, don't let anything metal touch your, it's always, okay, let me show you. You allow it to infuse, the stronger it gets. So you can't go wrong. And the way that I did this is that I put all my ingredients together, but not the beeswax. Don't put any beeswax in it. Put all your ingredients, your oil in there, and I took it, put my cap on my jar, and put it in a double boiler and allow it to just simmer there for hours and hours. Sometimes people say they let it simmer for 24 hours. And they would suggest maybe even what do you call it? That you cook crock pot. I see she knows what I'm thinking. Yeah, I could just look at it just like say what I'm thinking.
When you said you put the screw on top, what did you mean? The screw on top of what?
I'll put it in a jar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see this, yeah.
Like a ball jar, canning jar.
Canning jar.
Okay.
Put it in a canning jar
And
put it in a dark place and just let it sit there.
And simmer in the boiling water.
Oh no. Yes. I cap it up, just put my ingredients in it. Everything except this. I don't put this in it.
Okay.
Cap it up and let it just boil. Just like I would do here just to cook it.
Right.
But not too hot. You don't want it to be just boiling,
Right.
not like canning boiling.
Okay.
But you want to keep it at a temperature, maybe at 140, but no more. And just let it simmer there.
For 24 hours.
For 24 hours. You can do it 24 hours. Most people say 3 or 4 hours would be fine. But just the whole point is let it simmer, let the oils and this just kind of come together, blend together. But you have this what you're going to get today is what I did for this. And I just put it together, added the beeswax on Thursday. So I want it to be more powerful, stronger. And so that's what I chose to do, put the beeswax in and did this. Now you probably see some alcohol on my table. What I do with that, like these containers, I take and I wipe everything off. Everything that I'm going to use, I wipe it off using the alcohol. The alcohol is sterilizer, so I don't want anything in there that might taint, the formula at all. And I kept thinking, I can do this. Because I am not a pattern follower or even understand. Don't agree with me, okay? Yes.
I
don't see the yarrow or the whatever on the list.
How much of that did you use?
Just now, the same.
Just 1 ounce?
Just 1
Okay.
ounce. No, you won't see yarrow on the list because I just use that extra because of the inflammation.
Perfect. Yes.
But you're going to find that if you start doing this, you're going to be experimenting with your own. You're going to be adding stuff in. And some people add in like lavender or something like that.
To make it smell better.
This is just some extra information here. Frankincense. Frankincense is a great painkiller. And frankincense smells really good. Really, really good. Huh?
I've been looking for this.
Really? It's that fresh kind. It's that fresh kind.
It's at Deerberg's too.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Viewers had it on sale one time.
Yeah, they have it on sale like every other month, and it's cheaper. Then it's cheaper than fresh time. Just so
I
you
got
know.
it from, Deerberg's is just like with 1/2 price of what it would have been at the first time I bought it.
Every time they have a holiday like St. Patrick's and stuff, you can go on that aisle, and it'll be marked
See,
down.
that's good information because I didn't know that.
Every time they have a holiday, then I go look.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to go and cook some stuff up. You guys have any questions about anything on the table? Oh, sorry.